Assalamu alaikum badir lamulan jibir la dawda ngal konton di malla kal bismillah alfansum programme to kaf me bitilo min kana ay Africa TV anin ay Africa TV Plus wonin ay radio mi yalan ko kabo tanalungu kata jumalungu kabo talan nan kala talalulu alnal bari ma nene MS Bojang ay Africa TV bi ka kibar kili wol bambulo kono lo ay city bari jannim bedun na follow programme kono samari masatalla tentu ngaje tumando mbadan la sa sabu nyima ke mo len wala ma sibo la pour nga programme ko mas bismillahir rahmanir rahim sa kum fa alhamdulillah rabbil alamin ba jannim bedun programme fana kono am fon binki kono to mi yalan ko bi nga fota wala be mari masatalla danna fo ala sanema non kafare ke ani sabante freto malbe o ko lan sa molbe ko butungal bismillah programme to ay Africa TV alnal bari ma nene mes poja bi janning ndalun taw bina follow nga kibar kilo mi soto no kibaro bitala wala kata OICT to mo minna ate president to mol ay Africa tar ya yengola moli la sula kumul fojeto no kibaro sta sina murunna
Edmond mu ngi ñëw daal léegi one year plus ñun daal kontaane wuñ si liggéey bi daal because dañ dee liggéey suñu paree liggéey ba pare suñu fay bi sa pour ñu am ko day difficult because day dem ba ay 40 something days ñu door a am suñu salary yes julli yu passé nii yëpp dañ dee am suñu salary fekka julli bi passé na waaw dañ dee leble suñu amee suñu salary rek dañ ko dee fay yëpp tamit si leble yi waaw daal kontaan wuñ si compagnie bi daal yes every day problem every day problem si compagnie bi waaw non ku ko moom Sierra Leone la waaw mais Gambien ñoo ko carré fii ñoo ko indi problème bi ñun daal man lacce naa si biir foofu problème bi lan la mais boss yi si boppam duñ dee toog fii suñu amee xaalis rek dañ dee daw ñu dem Sierra Leone ñenn sometimes dañ dee toog ñu ne boss bi nekku fii dafa tukki dafa feebar loolu rek yooyu yëpp mu ngi si compagnie bi daal nit ñi kontaane wuñ dara si biir dëkk bi si boppam sax nit ñi kontaane wuñ waaw 9 months ñu ngi liggéey si compagnie bi mais dara suñu doo am dara sax because balaa si weer bi su deyee rek xam nga ñu jël xaalis bi ñu fay ko leble because da nga dee leble ba pare yaa ngi si luwaas yaa ngi yore njaboot man sama bopp maa ngi amee 5 doom ak sama jabar maa ngi liggéey foofu night lañ dee liggéey mais suñu weer bi day dee ba mu am 40 something days duñ dee am suñu salary waaw non because man dégg naa ne nguur bi fay na gaay yi xam nga man dégg naa loolu nekkul sama kanam nag mais dégg naa ne nguur bi fay na gaay yi mais gaay yi nekkuñ di liggéey bi akotinto because gis nga ba léegi ñu ngi dëkk si poto bii nii gis nga duñ dee mun a doo sax because soo amuloo bicycle soo takkee sa dalla yëpp muy tilm gis nga demul dara non président bi dafa ñëw fii rek di wax rek ñu stade di xam nga di tuur ay suuf di xeer waaw di raba xam nga ñu dee nax nit ñi daal because loolu mooy nax nit ñi because since ñu stade yooni Wulinkama yëpp daal ñu ngi ko bàyyee noonu rek léegi taw bi time bu muy starté nii ñu ne ñu ngi liggéey léegi liggéey bi nag demul dara waaw ñun kontaane wuñ daal non kontaane wuñ waaw ñun dañu ñaan nguur bi daal ngir yàlla moom na taxaw si compagnie bi ñu fay ñu good money because ñun doomi réew mi la ñoom dañ jël yeneen ay nit seen réew mi ñu indi ko fii ñu ngi ko liggéeyal ñu fay ñooñu good money te ñooñu suñu leen fayee xaalis bi tamit dañ ko dee yóbbu seen dëkk te ñun Gambien leen ñun suñu liggéeyee ñun fii la ñooy usee suñu xaalis nañ ñu fay good money man price bu baax daal sécurité kuy garde guddi yaa ngi koy fay 5,000 40 days duñ dee receive suñu xaalis dañu waxoon ne nañu indi suñu kayit yi ñu yóbbu ko si banque ñu indi loolu 2 times ñu ngi ko def mais ba léegi musu ñoo fay si banque si table lañ dee fay gis nga ñun kontaane wuñ
ndol ba damento ndol fo mon kontaan comme man sa fo mon kontaan ñaame ndol fana mbo ni ku yalla kono jang because man sa ko ate ñin la force alvanso dila ba sila do ku la still mala memu la problème wodi yenna silo doku a felente ni sama kono janka bata motol ka wiire kata more than 100 meters boy amantol febo so mbana ni ku atanda man sala kom ay findi ku ko tanke ay wonin di nyimola a wonin fon kana jam fa less than 1 week I would dealer no tambite ay bay ay compagnie dota because molta tarano le mbata kono jang mol man na carte fa nyin kamo ka yes na carte fa le pour ka banko yirwa ka samba nyaado ba nyi manke yirwa ni aje momin bela banko aba yirwa samba kan koma ata bay momin ba yirwa samba la ñaato no support no eta so man sa atray ay mo try min sa yirwa samba no ñaato I will support way banko topoto because more than 7 months min siloba dokuka hansa solution ma make noje mala memory sindi man sako because last year na rajan ndol fay na complain di anda fon speak time nka ko banko bi da ka nya mo kontan ndol len silo slending mi alan ko man tambi less than kilometer jella nka ka doku fo man tambi less than 7 months la no minister la doku wala fo mo indi janni man saka finte kanana ke njibe so atani mo la ko banko mo na minister e man na fa fen because minister ne ke position min nim banko doku ba kering ital nyana ka finte kata doku survives amansa ataman findi kata survives inna fo man saka findi akata survives inna way muna tandi mola comme na ni député e fonkolo ministère ni e nyana ka solution o meki la kola ni man solution o me because man ta banko samba kan ku yes ni matal la do kote still now ama effort ke ay mu effort la ke ndol la fa effort la ke pour mo lalon kom banko mol aba effort ke de mo le quartier fa min kam bravo effort ke bara mo effort tandi mola still nak yes ndole min dani manse findi ku ay mol a fio ko banko mol la fa ñaaro tal nal ma la fa ñaaro tal ye boy banko ka na modol nan na
silo ñing e man do ku sobe ke folo e man fenn ke je yes president man contane dol fa saate mol fa man contane yes nen silo ye do ku fo wato min nan sayntema ten non say be tambila jannale par ka bonon gamtelo do kanana ma je danda jannate man fengo fenkeno man fengo keno han sa fono ko 500 mi da fay man tamba man fengo keno ñu saate ko no ja so mi yawo sabu ministre la doku bal yalam ministre be ko ngole je man tara banko mo le je la poso e bo le je e to le mi ngomin sotoro ko e man banko mo la ko le akalamta e to ni la dimbal ba enjoy kan fine ndol do bal ndol do batari yes be tax jola 15 every and fa tax jojan but for nothing nka di dol la fa ka bli la jibole kon president ministre men be marli ñing contrat ko la e bay e mantra do kul e ba tolo ku yaka president do kul bara bala mol mambete ya mil babale mambete ya yes e mantra do kul ngantale wo fa anyanda ke fali e do sam ay dol na fena mil la fa do kul momo man pare do kul ray baji jamontol be la bankot say almost 7 months 7 months yeah kabirun january fa say aku amiroro kabirun january fa say metal ñing e ka fa ñamin e ka Ghana town ha anyanda ka dawor ay findu tanje manoka min gata tanje bari man fenne ge man futa sade ba kono fa wallahi man futa je ni futa je ba jala motol bu gatano ay moto ko lande mbulu sa ne fa moto kana sade kono akoleat
roda yoon bi moom affaire bi moom yéex na trop te metti na si ñun trop for 52 years suñu yoon bi mu ngi ni rek mu ngi gën a metti si ñun sax sakatuma si nawet bi nga nekk jigéen nga yor sa njaboot dem liggéey bala nga egsi si kër gi moom lu yàlla xam rek doy na def net li dafa metti liggéey bi moom yéex na trop ak fu mu di nekk te ñu wamin wi a ojin dem pour gars yi ñëw ñu dimbale ñu rek dimbale ñu si yoon bi ndax yoon bi mun a jagar bu baax ndax ñëpp mun a see gis seen boppa def net li liggéey bi moom yéex na moom ni ko président bi waxee moom depuis mu ñëw fii nii lu mu gis ñun tamit waa Brufut tam ñun tam loolu lañ gis si affaire bi yoon bi moom liggéey bi moom yéex na trop ni yaa lii 7 months foog naa si loolu lañ nekk nii de yaa foog naa 7 months yaa ba léegi moom dañ lifin gas fale na lee moom bu ñu gisee na ñu yaakaar ne gaa ñu si koom waaye di seem lifin la dee yem fu ma nekk nii wàcce naa liggéey maa ngi nalee si yoon bi di ñëw ma gis gaa yi ñu fa di gasaati boor yooyu nalee dama dox sax depuis Ghana Town ba fii dama ko dox ndax moo doon amul yaa ñun waa Brufut sonn nañ de suñu yoon bi moom sonn nañ trop my brother def na lii nguur gi moom ñu ngi appel si baro ak government am yëpp transport minister of transport ñoo xamante ne ñoo amee liggéey bi nañ def seen seen kent la kaataan ñu tray ñu jeexal ñu suñu yoon bi ndax xale ñu ngi ni su ñoo dem school dañ dee sonn affaire moto moom problème la boo taxawee toon table pour ngay ñëw dugga Brufut it's always a problem soo fa taxawee da ngay gis moto tànjee ba Gunjur da ngaa dégg waaye moto Brufut buy dugga si Brufut moom loolu moom suñu problème la da nga fa dee nekk moo than 3 hours 4 hours yaa ngi taxaw si yoon bi amuloo moto loolu moom dafa metti trop si ñun moom waaw ñun moom ñu ngi leen a ñaan ñu dimbale ñu try seen level best ñu gis ne ñu defar ñu suñu yoon bi ndax dañu wax ne yoon bi fay nañ bil bi yëpp everything léegi liggéey bi naka la moo yéexee ñun moom loolu sax def ñu jaaxal léegi gars nañ ñu dimbale rek bu dee kuñ jox liggéey bi tamit moo ko defut moom ña mu ñoo lor waaw bu dee ministre bi tamit moo amee liggéey bi tamit moom nekkul di follow up affaire bi tamit xam nga liggéey bi tamit mun nañu laa jox nga jox ko I mean contractor you are not doing any follow up xam nga loolu tam kenn xamut problème bi fan la nekkee moom na gaay dimbale ñu rek ñu liggéey ñu suñu yoon bi c'est que atuma ñu jigéen yi soona nañ trop broda
mi yalon ko kete OIC la tumom na Eye Africa TV ta tamola ate OIC la do pour fanal la pour ka jibe fo do ko bita kan anin kam molla mira dani la yamar dani la foda kamuta kala nyo kan ka tembendi ka fintindi ala ha kono isaje ko tumando fodol kontan da fodol man kontan ngajel wata mbita president wulta tar ya yawol ba jani president fanga ya yawol ministre kuto mi an ko le kata Ibrahima Silati ate fo tata ya yawol le bo boron ko laje president fo tata ya yawol bari la dol biya kam to ko president man kontan ko fanna Allah ko kata ko mi an ko ay modol fon jigla tende mi an ko telephone ko min kibar talal ya ini kibar wato so waro minna pour ka fintinde akam to ko ni OIC ko kala fente mi an ko tribal complaint kan individual complaint kan musolo complaint kan sako miliyalan ko jam fata kono to ando silol mutata e madal fay parete sama fala nata pour ka sila do jibe pour ka temtemundi at least mando wosa tani naso nandi bajala loni barotema fura nyumo so sone nyami buton wo kede fenti mi anka kumada bakal kunu ngam OIC la diamla soto jan mi anka kede newoti mi kadam falle fadere buton ngam wala batmando ni also dum falle mamura nane bin mimba studio ko do wo kata Mr on safono ko demand of politician ba kafme ko bu jaaju mi malon to mando mba bulala fon introduce jimalam bu jayti den ba kacha ko masawto we talk about so many things ba fenyama bala diamla bi mi yalan ko abem bankola kairoti anin tenkun anin nyatota mi yalan ko gambe banko sulal wala bi bari politician ol mi yalan ko tumando itelle ka president je one on one dol bi jetel mi yalan ko tumando mi yalan ko e mantra president site wala mantra party la site den tumando ni diamta o ka ke fenel mi ko ka mansa ma ko because mansa mi ma opposition soto dia do ko ka dano nyama bari ibajal ko molla for da be kala menti ani molla mi da pour ka be ka fun yoma ka be landi banko la kairo anin tenku anin nyatota kan honorable Mr. Dusano ibisimla Africa TV Bu Jaju. Sorry, Mr. Bu Jaju. Dusano.
Dusano is a friend.
Yeah, Mr. Bu Jaju, but ibisimla Africa TV. I mean, BTLO program.
All right, thank you very much. Baraka Bake Nene, ila invitation or Adiata Bake Kabe invite it was so prompt, but Hanwo, Nene Kalafika journalist or Dodge. They invite wrong, they at the time of a Mulun Canal. So Mbewo nga appreciate bake can invite jang. Kana kacha kan hakilo di nyola membe dinding politikola and bankola kola. Wo muku kende balete. Ntemo momodulete. Nkondo mu jajulete bari alias bu jaju wala lon tabake Mamadou Jaju Mamadou Jaju
okay wo ko mada bakale butun ka fay ko Mamadou Jaju ani dol ka ko mane bu jaju la butun ngajala ko im politician balti binteng anu pati male anu fana tamaram bulde ma bala fana jibe pour ka je ko ba jani binani biro be no munala bifo jani kana politiko ko
anyway nte kabringa karao ke primary school boda primary school dara secondary school boda secondary high school sorry boda high school dara do ko la do ko ke accountant general minister of finance boda wodo data health do ko ke ofnanto prior to na tamo kata ka karao la fada mandi bandala banko to o kolombe business ofnanna ka business ke prior to na tamo You'll be moving me along Kongaken, Karantanang, Natanang, Satanang. But ever since when I was going to school, Muna aspiration, aspirations like Kajiko, one day I'll be in the politics because Sulata, Fendola, Bangkok, and politicians, Kafuno Nyoma, no see no Banko Dingolma.
Okay.
So Womu Fenkoleta aspirations like Mimet and Kono. And then obviously I was inspired by Sirip Mustafa Diba. What time I mean, I have a political kono, have a government kono. I was very much inspired by him, and then the late President Jawara. Abe wole nyama kabrembe karamoto nyine mfenki bake kana political kono.
Okay, then wo kumada bakale ba wo ida mandim fo ila past and just like but bidun da political wo benin party jumato.
All right, until first politics, the first party in my life was United Democratic Party, UDP. That was from the inception. Kabri wato mina. Jani UDP, NCP le muntibol. What time o mang ke politician party mudi ni oleti mang fenke sirib di banyola time. I supported NCP. NCP le munna patriotino. All right, now bring UDP nata. UDP ketana patrioti. That was my party since the inception of UDP. Kana for 2016, 2016 funang sabata komale, but then it does not mean UDP manke na patrioti. Na patrioti always.
So sign the party jumal sande.
Sign the NPP le because the party leader of the NPP, Womuna Kafnyomal, the netel Manganyokanu Bakele, Nanyokanu Bake, because Mole Mialonko, Nkafo, always na media coverages, Jamal Bijin Kafole. Nko is a man blessed with heart of gold. Heart means sort of, to Babel Kavamina, heart of gold. Mole mala sondomo bete ada bake arama dingole ay ngane kendo min soto mole wo funamu fenete nga wolonne andu mole funam yalon ka te mo batande mi wala te mo torala te sio fon fala so watina nala teria kono ngani sute nyoto nata nyokanu
okay
wo kano ben tema
ba teria wala sawndi kabunam pati do kata pati do
yalom asemo sawndi nole from pati do kata pati do because min bije wala mum leadership is very important. Mo ni keta nyaton kodi. Kafula nyaton ko akumata bake ka jibe. Nyaton ko mo sifanya dile de wole kam molo attract. As a politician, you should always be attracted to a person me alonko. It has all the qualities of a good leader. Qualities, although more look at different sorts of deal. More dollar quality a kaminjibe in a leader and indo kaminjibe in a leader might be different. But there are common quality me alonko moliente ujibela.
Okay.
Well, a person must be somebody me alonko who has a heart for the people at betambiri nyato.
Okay.
Ning a leader also to drong is a ela penko judgment keleko umoleti me alonko he's not perfect. But giving, being aside around him, and then good people around him, giving him all sort of ideas and ideals, and then good coaching, he would definitely be the best person the country needs. So ngawaleja ateto, na longkwa I bought the basic. I also told my heart of gold, so I molbe.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. O momoni la miro la mote. So bring bari jama bay nyinin karo ko bu le because iko idea political fanara baka what went wrong for han cyber political push kan because ngajal ko campaign jamal tamita yang imang participate ba ko mi ko ka participate nyaming ani ngaje few years when I left lulal no but dol fon kami polo ni ko you always want nyato kaya coming always dol ko.
To start with, Bilka, ela banda question la banda da mbolo follow jabila. Wala mintiko yaje hadama dingolu. Be kuma kiline fola hane falsoro bongo no dama biye. People will have something to say against you. Mote kere membe ka fuko lapta nyaton kala. Moti je memo lapta nyaton kala. Because nyaton kala yale mufenti minsa atina ko minse mo mako no ko ye fenko minsoto ila mole. Ye okay no. Not necessarily. Sometimes more bail after. Yeah. There is no person me malafi nyaton kaya because nyaton kaya mufenne ti mianongo. It give you all the opportunities. Look at Jeko. Il after ming innovations min kela ila mole yake no. So alongside the Nabotawalam, ila question wala that idula. I have been out of politics in data back. That's true, because Mimbije Wolamu, a good politician for me, you have to stay and then look, take a proper look on the matters of the affairs of the nation. Janibe council la puruka kumafo.
Okay.
Yo ajeko watu kataka diamu, watu diamu. That's not the solution, especially when you have a leader.
Imamira ko diam balaya was a personal because of natron ko people of a position doing in biba ko abeniment to I silenced and do fanga ko diam lal mi an ko le ka diam fan to mando fan president ko le diamo fan killing moy baja artista ta rambulo long wala politician wala gambenol mi yalan ko wala be system woji be kay salon ko actually ko non fende mi yalan ko aka diam minna maybe lafina ko long wala lafina balaya ko la yame diamu balaya amang fen tora.
No, diamu balea for me at a fen tinyala because too much talk it cannot offend diamu imanyana min diamu.
Okay.
And a politician should be very, very careful with your words. Politician o man fen sort of ila kumakang. Ila kumakang manyana kala fenti mi alon ko wati ka fodron. Sometimes people will have to rubbish it. Mimbije wolamu, you have to look at the pertinent issues. Issues mi alon ko they are very, very, very important for the nation. Yeah, Jibeko, it's a need. There's a need to elaborate on those things. You will diamo. Coming like today, you invited me today, but Kabring invite Mambalang. There are some other TVs me along ko nene invite them ko man time also to follow. Because based on the circumstances, the situation, the political climate, it's a diamonola.
Okay.
You have to give a settlement to the government.
Okay.
Before politics became, I was in the politics because the president was talking, not miss the people's role, all that to be jele. All right, and then political campaign, I was also part of it.
Okay.
But then I do not put myself to the streamlight through Moliaje.
Wokumata bakale woron kachal mi yalan ko nintembenna butum nyajibe from 2016 kana sign it as a politician yemuna je banko kono mi yanko ataku tan wala yemuna je banko kono mi yanko amantaku gambe banko kam ite
hi definitely that's a very good question nimbije wala 2016 to now is a learning curve it's a learning curve for who the president president mi yalan ko ya samanang Abinala Wato Minna is being very honest to the country, Katandilako. Anyway, but now that the position has been given to him, he strives. Ka Geko, Mine Munyinko Minga Bakona ya entrust responsibility Minna, I understand very well. And you can be rest assured, the president is a very fast learner. From 2016 to 20, before the end of the first 5 years, he was able to put so many things together.
That's so many things. Can you tell me, like, it's a famous offense about me alanko from 2016 within 4 to 5 years will be a new cane. Then I'm after.
Come in 2016, kana the first 5 years, he was able to comport himself. All the chaos around him, urol mimbeba balanem kumol mimbeba for kangae. He was able to comport himself in a situation where definitely he will be himself. He be himself and not what people want him to be. And then
but
obviously...
if you say what people want him to be, yalong
moli asindi. But mol mi asindi funang. There are different opinions and different views, and people's expectations are different.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying here. There are people me along with expectation of minti wala mu ko be nyanta talale everything has to go unfolded within a twinkle of an eye. Come in say maninkol coming for bisim beaming. Say kolon singo. Yalong feng leadership manke fenti mi along ko ikadunga kono le drong yeku keno. Wala na nena political moy all this period mi along ko ika for 2016 take a memvo. Nko the president must be given time. Need time pour aya fang so case. As a tandi mola ko I can do this job.
Okay.
And that's 5 years is just too small.
Doyatale.
Because it is been characterized. It is not small in the sense called 5 years is the mandate. But that 5 years of his leadership is characterized and mired by so many difficult challenges.
Okay. But
challenges.
Na question of damage. He has done like coming I could dominate me alonko just within that 4 years. And then ko whole kind of fem full of saba me alonko. Then President will initiate from 2016. Then within this period of 4 years, so I will push the ending. They keep moving.
Hi, yalong. Hani momia nyatawu. Yalong, I'm a politician with a different. Yaji, even though I'll have to criticize the president when he goes wrong, but hani mobea nyatawu. They have seen certain things me along with President Yake. Nte tata numbase wato mina ne President Tata Tola. I was amazed by the kind of development and in kind of infrastructure development near Minke Base up URR. I walk in within 5 years, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I want you to name like 2, 3.
Like bridges, bridges or bijele.
Okay.
I wrote so road networking.
Okay.
I will kill a market of Basela market. You go to that flyover, that bridge in Farafenye. Would be keta ala time ola hana trako. Fende mi alonko I plan otorlarine, but it's not implemented. It's been implemented by him.
Okay.
Then definitely he should get the kudos for that.
Okay.
Along leadership movement wolamo ite ka bojele ya fentularinje do funaina but min nata ya traje akake wala program o kaje ko all right I will implement this program or I'll have to divert it to another thing.
Okay.
So ning atraka ma divert ke o koke ay mol nafa ay banko dingol nafa definitely that is something me alonko he should be giving kudos for that. A la presidency, 5 years follow kono. Okay. And in that 5 years kono, Niajenko characterized by so many difficult challenges. 3 years jot na nata wala kono, and then 3 years jot na kola, kujamal keta COVID-19 nata, kudul man keno anyanta mil keno.
So wale abala anyanta mil kala.
Ha ya wose mo affect no la development affect.
3 years jot na COVID-19 waya saba anyanta mil be kala me be kana.
Ha because if I am the leader, 3 years jot na be fola wato be fintila be bondla 3 years ye wala fo be bondla jele. Then obviously na mind will be occupied by that kind of thing ko ibayela ko na focus take on one thing only. Okay. It will be on so many things. And that so many things can distract my FENCO, na operational FENCO.
You talk about leadership coming a few years ago. Left on Purkalo leadership meaning under the ticket of the United Democratic Party. And then Ngalano ko sign to mom sort of for say for another and sign Yatandi ko you joined to MPP. Any president can you just?
Name President Olonyojo, I can because I'm an ordinary citizen. Okay. I am an ordinary citizen. I don't see myself as anything important in this country. I see myself as an ordinary citizen like you and all the lay people out there. So we see the president by chance. Sometimes when we want to see him, we have to go and request for seeing him, have an audience with him, and have an audience with him. And that is normal. That is normal because he's one person the whole country want to see.
There are mulka diamol me for fake him like yajal this science and interview mula molo OIC la project roti and then as someone me anko edu ko kan Minister of Health and Finance fana male lal be kere media lan ko mul kala mul katandi ko imang lawo fanal wolon dol fanko ni nata na luwala fanala jigla tetal dol fana katandi ko OIC fon ni tempena coming bitaka nyami amanda taku kan coming ilafta nyami muna mila that and moli min fana folen ko tumo minna ilafta kala nyaton ko then you have the leadership quality then tumo minna fana saunta kada MPP dole aje ko le saun MPP maybe tumo ndo abel president na fala bakari because it leadership quality sort of yanyi then ni kafta kan abel muna mila ya maro fana
all kinds of responsibilities, advantage total and disadvantages. advantages moment, well, people who are given positions must definitely have the position at their heart and wanting to help the Gambian people. But ning atrako, oman soto moto drong, ate doko kenola mimbeteada. Because inyanta minjela wala mo, President Mumo Kilineti, responsibility in a division of labor. I do the dollar, because I tata be kenola. Oto nai Momo entrust responsibility la, inyanta nyintala le ko, Momo failure ketantela nyindulata, manke president da, inyanta kelantela failure le. Because the president cannot know everything that is happening in the country. And we mean for more dissatisfaction are things that need to be heard by the president.
Do you know that more dissatisfactors learning, like people are not satisfied about it, like dissatisfactors learning, maybe just had recall for it is exist or amantara.
Hi, yalong coming, that is clear. Before Mnayim Programo, you've just played a video, a short video, people expressing their opinions and views about certain projects that have been implemented by the president. But say, Wolu, they are the first witnesses to those projects.
Okay.
So I cannot sit here and say that is not the truth.
Okay.
Because Wole Bije, Wole Oje. So Ni Wole Oje, it's a very good thing that you people are doing for the president to know, to be aware of certain things that is happening on the ground. Like himself, he went there, another dissatisfied. So Nilman Koti Mimbe Banko Sambala Nyato. Nga kafu nyoma, nga ke Clinty, nga unite as one family, being a problem of taku nyola. Mol mi alon ko be responsibilities, it will locate a responsibilities also to Yim Banko Kang. Let them not know ko, it will kumata multi. But because it will harjeta, ala it will harje President Bulai Plaso Dila. What we fune odu kul ka nyama. President Manyana Tala Fenkoto, Fenji Bela man satisfied. Molle bije millianta oji bela follow ya jeko doko nyanda kala nyami ya ke wonyam. Tenunu nyimol membe diamola ila video to itawo fala. And obviously that is true. The president is not perfect. The government is not in itself perfect. They must be criticized. That's why we have meaningful oppositions. Opposition, good oppositions in any country to challenge the government so that they strengthen the government in anywhere they want to bend or they want to go crooked. So this is good. This is normal. This is the political game that is expected in every civilized nation. I understand.
Nem mose tano bi wala mose e hamende no personal position or bi safwe ko bi pour president ay appoint ila miro to bi ibala fla position ya de la president ay because dolko is no advisor to president mun na president make advisor do la miro moti
ha nte whatever place o ngasoto mimbe Gambia dingolu fasala be makola na dame o place o diatante
olon place ma debi
ani place o place
ita kel no place ita place ko mi ngami fo dem place o place ka londo le so de ne adina ye place kula fo jami yan ko finance and minketa health
ha
sai ni ita samba traite ya me bo place o kel
no health one more quality. I was doing finance at health. That's a drug revolving fund, DRF.
Okay. I
was an accountant general staff with the Ministry of Health. So it was everything to do with finance. So yes, why not? More near the mola. Amanke ko ika vast knowledge le soto akono. President in himself knowledge about presidency before the president. But today, minister is just like a president. If you go to a ministry, you do not know the minister he is a minister to the president. You have the permanent secretaries.
Okay.
You have all the other directors and everything in the ministry that are giving information and helping the minister. The minister cannot do it himself.
Okay.
He cannot do everything. He is just overseeing everything, and then he cannot do it all by himself. No minister on earth
okay nin tembe na tenteng ya jelo ko OIC do le atandi ko banko la fanko ba tembe dami do ko de ma balle ko le are mano ko te ko jere ko be ko je
kolea obe kerin yes ni ko kolea de kerin transitional like amamme back in baridla that news to from the Facebook there are certain countries a mill name called the poorest countries the most vulnerable countries in Africa South Africa be okono South Africa the most vulnerable countries in Africa me along ko la economy is going the downtown of their economy is going very bad South Africa be okono Ghana be okono
Ghana
yes so ibajala ko and Madagascar for Madagascar I forgot about some other the other countries but ning country flow will bakuna and we are seeing these countries
so Gambia mantaraje
no Gambia mantaraje so what we are seeing
so ilafta ko pata ba kere nyawo nya Gambia mantara wo bata dar ko mi bata banko ko mi yalan ko sainte dunia be fuka
ha yalo ka banko mezo minna wala mu ala GDP anala penko ala debt
okay
debt to the GDP.
Okay.
What percentage of the debt GDP does your debt represents?
Akam tenin Gambia kumbola molba kumwa kam Gambia ko kumboka foko bataba kere nyawanya mo bankol si mil tofo.
Ha yalo like Gambia la GDP na GDP na debt namanta 70% of our GDP. Then obviously we are not as bad as a country, me and Uncle GDP, our debt is equivalent to the 70% of the GDP.
Okay.
You understand? So, like if Gambia is 50% of the GDP, na debt will not grow, then obviously that means 50% of our gross domestic project will move from quality 50%, half of it. So, but country will be 70-80%.
Gambia dip mbal Santiago.
No, I do not know, but what kind of percentage does that debt represent to our GDP? That's what I'm saying.
But not coming just South Africa and Madagascar or Dolphono, then you will be in a position also to pay for a banco yalon deb de bala. Position because in the Catra Calon, Gambe Junior de Bala, and in Gambe de Cafon Sambana in Temen, or at the Mabaka for Colian and Paul Bekerne, Nino Paul the Mulcam.
You are right, but definitely all depends on Imari 4, ila focus, ila attention tato workane. Kalong what percentage of the debt, what percentage of GDP does your country's debt represents? Okay. Ni almost statistics will do quality. Ni samanang maybe yaje you can advocate or buttress on that. Yeah, but nimaje I would not say it off head because that is not going to be something anybody will expect from me.
Sakamta isonta ko mulka wasida min fo ebe kerne bari ita ma ko ita maje ko Gambe da maltam ita ajel ko banku to mal fana bijel mi yaron ko manke ba Gambe da mal bata ko
ha nga nyinje ko transition mu fenneti mi yaron ko nabe kering banko be banku jamal mi yaron ko nin transition be kering like economic downturn be kering e be ka in problem si fal sotole but now Gambia own problem is minimum untola problem what we have to look at it ngaje ko maybe mine be kering fonga nyinsoro all that data has to be collected and the information be put on the table maybe ningo information along
but you should know for now yenta kalon ne anyanta kalon ne nin tembe na munon Gambela sula dat nin tembe na munon Gambela badala nin tembe na munon Gambela ngaba kudeti you should be in that position to know.
I should be in that position to know, but not necessarily. It is not an obligation for me to know that because maybe I'm a politician. I'm a politician, but like you already said, I'm a dormant politician at this moment because I have reserved myself a lot.
But all of way jante ko ila deo kora man fentinya politiko kono e ka man fentinya de wada jam fenja ma baltinya politiko kono because afle sa intendente mena miliyalan ko mo manya no wol senkanna ite fo nyanta ko fo mole just to abricate katene mole ko these are things mi am ko be ker science and banko kan wala gambe sula dendala wala gambe de kra bulu kar bi manke ko min gal ko politiko ko ma journal hando say fele parti kam parti mi yalan ko afura nyawo nyama parti balo mi yalan ko nanata ne because atem man sakunda batere ko temben so I think it should be in a better position pour yalan ko actually ko nino fionte mi yalan ko gambe be ne ngaba kan bar gambe lafta ninela bar gambe fana fota ninela de ni bajal ko fen ko wala na ngi ni ka fo ila sabo politiko kono ke fon risap ay fenjama baltinya isonta wala kay fenjama baltinya
ha be fenjama yalong nang balayla wala at the beginning ma foy ko na sabo a man fentinya bal ngamin tandila wala min di ko na sabo politiko do wala min di malla be kadiyamu wato wati because they be politiko kono at the center stage of politics ibe tara diyamu la wato wati
par wo diamu wala fana beta dan deoti dan ni bo diamu kan asaka to mondo ma millo mol be loninde wala ban ni dey saying iko politician wala mol bajal ko hani ite sisin ne betal ni wo wat nata wato wada marek then iba politiko kala ban ni wo wato man sirek ite ka politiko
no it's not like that yalo a politician milka diamu media most of the time not necessarily being a politician you have to be in a certain position in the whole system, and then it's a right sort of protocol advocate, because you have the Minister of Finance. These kind of questions must be posed to the Minister of Finance. Kajeko minimum ntola gross domestic product fenko na GDP ala percentage mialon ko ntola debt wala fenke. The minister should be in the position to answer that question.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
like if I am in that capacity.
When you talk about Minister of Finance, Janema Minister of Finance, ntengenye nkale about Gambia kolea milen ko molka wolle fukata ndiko nin kolea kuni nin nebe caring. But in other mintane wolle nin ko kata ndiko nin kolea nusonta kolea la. But at this moment right now, kolea ni mantara Gambia da maro. The next start ka bankurol kondi ka bankurol fonye. Yela dep fonye anila G4 GP or whatsoever. So video fonye wala nang ko then since you will talong, then you should be in a better position pro Gambia fana talong. Then niman Gambia fana talong no. Then saying nintempenda Gambia la kola mulde mi yalong ko molka wolle ngaba wala fengol mi yango Gambia daga tarambulo no Gambia fota milla mun offensive falti.
Yalong coming from wala mindi ko at the end of the day a manke ko Gambia la debt percentage is not consistent. Kule mialonko depth in GDP ala fenko percentage and in country la depth abuka consistent. It goes changing.
Okay.
So neophobi anemimbe keri manke cleansing. You are putting yourself into the hot soup.
Okay.
So I don't want to take charge a responsibility of that for I declare knowledge of it. So.
Okay.
And then nte kala modi mi alon ko ngana jandro ye nyini ka fenna ngafo min diata nyo atra ma long ma confirm because now confirm I am putting myself to so many fenko mol sen challenge no le ko ye o londo soto mun tole atra ma long so femmi alon ka is not constant it keeps changing.
Okay.
Biya se taraten sama ay taraten sinindi ay taraten sinindi ko se taraten you don't know. So unless you are provided with the most current information, you cannot say anything.
As a politician, mune sapengol regularly no at this moment right now that natal comment because dolko ni second no advice to the person wal neka person ate person advice mune but nin tembenda munon fente mi yalon ko tarambulol mi anko molbe ngaba kan is a regular no nyati le bawete atandi ko wo ko le mol kam mem fa manke ko mi janda mana bar is international level munon fonte mol so se don yam
ha yalon Gambia la politics. Being an advisor to the president, like there are certain things me alone need to be done in this country. Me alone I banko nyimfenke. Follow. When you look at the earnings for the people in this country,
molla salary
sort of fengo le kamen sort of do call to salary solani wages nyol. Ikadoya bakele compared to their expenditures.
The account mulla ila sotola kadoya.
Soto kadoya ila solo.
Ila solo.
This is one problem. That is the main problem of this country. And that is what the president needs to look at and then make a very quick solution to it and make a remedy to it. And
any advice for
because I am also the Milba advice level.
Okay.
I will not take the position of an advisor when I am not an advisor. So I'll expect advisors will me along President will type advice the wala. Because the remedy to this country is very simple. Because Mimbiye Wolamo, people at the end of the month come in from their salaries is too small.
Okay. Come the mola joka doya back.
And if you want to empower a nation, you don't empower. The government cannot empower a nation. The people themselves have to empower themselves. And how do the people empower themselves? That is the government putting more money into their pockets, giving them the spending power.
More corruption on me photo. Asotra farmers.
Ha yalong. Corruption of the bail nola.
At
a bail nola.
Abekirne
Yalong kana yoni wala.
Abekirne fatake.
Abekirne everywhere. Yalong be minna. Mimbi wolam corruption of the stop nola. You nyaji be ko police ko ekana police be siloka eka kana fenta mold. Huh? But what police be lola wo to bring somanda for tilo e boy. Nin tilo boy da abitala family a man fem fonso da be mindila family. You don't expect that person to be productive. Well, what we need after mole stop, what the government needs to do is to put more money into people's pocket. How will increase their salaries? Salaries jama di mola. Nimole salary jama so de ikela purchasing power increase. And when their purchasing power is increased, then definitely they will all go to the market and buy what they want to buy. And they will be spending money and then they will have savings.
But all what humans want are unlimited.
How about it's unlimited? It's unlimited looking at the tracks. Mimbije Wolamu Gambia, we have few basic things. The president will work on that and nobody will want him to leave that chair. Ha Wolamu Gambia no Delta lafta minna. Baluwa sonaya na taradula soto na jikendo soto ani taradula kendo na be mano min sanna dai dia pengul dale dia mine be kala mine be o ke nola wala government la fenkoti for me nimbe president advice la all things have to be put aside and look at that yaji be mine be banko dingulu mako la wakarola ni mako no wakarola then problem is ila fenko bantale ila
wol sam mo sa wakeno nyaadile
hanka wala fo yalo mbe wala fo ka ya fenke like ka example wala dila yalo government la operation is chain them like if you have a working population of 1,000 people 1,000 people you set a minimum wage or a minimum salary of a certain amount of money, taking into consideration more the living standard be nyadile. What do people need? More sulata manola, manoka sanjelela, suguroka sanjelela, jabolka sanjelela, tuloka sanjelela. This is what every family needs at home. So nenyin jo, nin salary nangamla, allow salary to whatever family he has, he will be able to take care of the family. So what we kodo means sotla, okodo nying. Naya soto abete domala abe minkela wala mo abitala family la ni sul bondije o ka para ay savings soto so ning atra ko etata ye kodo di mola e mole kodo salary kendol soto then obviously la purchasing power increase ta e kata market le ni tata market e ka julol le funa empower to julol funa na business be boom la le nim business boom ta and obviously employment opportunities will be nalale.
Okay.
Holding kelbe opportunities soto la pulka do ko soto. So ni will be do ko soto. Government franka min soto je wala mo. You have tax, income tax, VAT value added tax. You have corporation taxes. Budget will be increased like that is giving the government more revenue.
Okay.
Betul. Parate kenola ning atrako molu mankoro soro ibe mispen la.
Okay, akamta ko so jala mirda be min wala ni ko nin tembenna mimbe caring pour ka sol loni bardo wala man sakunda e mulla sarri la fa ila sarli anila soto fengol bat fanna men pour kala fa
hani yemim fo yalo yini ka bribery la
ha wala men koy
Ani
wala ni
corruption.
pour ko
ka
ka
fa
ka
ngawole foyte
ha
manke ko government nyanta wala kala science ko ninte be president advice la mimbe corruption ni fenko bonne to eradicate corruption ani fenko bribery wala mo if you want somebody not to take bribe from people then obviously give him a very good salary in the office
okay
na good salary sodo are content with that salary ni minna ka ba bribe at sonna but now it's like a chicken change.
Corruption.
No, it's like a chicken change. You give somebody more karo bedu kufai karo bang, then I 3,000 or 2,500 or 5,000, $4,000 is there. When he have a rent to pay, I be close and I be manos and I be depends on bonla didn't be that karamodo.
Okay.
It's not possible.
All right. Thank you very much. Akamta ko watu bantal fe munela last advice ti munela kuma labanti in a minute, in 1 minute because time bantal fa.
Min bije wala min ko tebe min fola wala mo let's politicians we all come together and reconcile and work for the betterment of this country politics bantale min be keri wala min ko be nga reconcile ba
Okay.
mol be la mirol tanga na mirol kafunyoma jibe the sitting president is the president now is our brother is part of us let's help him atifunante kala damate taraje dundo dole funan binalaje but let's all come together as one family and help him and then we reconcile kol min be tinyata nun kunum idamal tema mol min tema politician dama min tinyata tema e reconcile siol funan be nga reconcile na nyina min tambida na ke clinty
baraka bake Mr. Bujaju Mamadou ako ato ariel to is Mamadou kabay Bujaju biya telekatan na luntangote pour que naka biti lo muta bi kata programme min programme on just kam kan nan hakilol fay nyokanom kalo nin tembenna munon ko de milliard ko because politician dol e sita ko male bago tal demanding bare ay min tandi wolo nin ko ala bago bu manke fen ko tanti bare ngalo ne ko politician ma fanata mi yaran ko to momina wato lol tambita ba ni nin tiro kadla do ni bare molo mi mi yaran ko fanata ndi ko anin nyatam ko fana e kujima balle be te mi an ko tele ken dolam bane min gana ko mata wala nindi ko pour kaje ko nga hakilol fay ñoo ko nga banko la mira daji be anim fon la taram bulol kaje ko ka banko samba samba nyam mi yalan ko asakano banko nyan tawti e ni na do dunya la fanala ngalon to mando ala ma ko lo bakala e programme fela banta e made man satalla nga te tunga tay e to mami nga commence bismillah fere nga dafa nga kum fa alhamdulillah rabbil alamin lambar la njibir la ba dawda ngal kontal tonal konton di mala mba falale ko bitilo programme wolom te ay Africa TV anin ay Africa TV Plus butong anin ay radio ngal kontong mba falale ko ala barka bake programme jama ko ma fo sama bye bye